Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of the Paper Flaps News Network Season 2. I have some exciting news today. I just found out yesterday that this show has been picked up to air on 2 Roku channels, original short films and stand-up comedy. Thanks so much to my buddy and fellow stand-up comedian Chris Crawford. You should be able to check his channel out in a link around here somewhere. And of course to the Smart TV Networks company and Roku. Our first story for the night. A new type of high-end luxury product has started to hit markets across the globe. Blood amber has become a hot item after discovering large deposits in Myanmar. It is called blood amber in reference to the infamous blood diamonds with their related exploitation and deaths. So no, unfortunately, the recent trend of amber discoveries doesn't mean that there is a burgeoning possibility of Jurassic Park scenarios, which is kind of good considering that bringing back prehistoric monsters has been proven, at least in theaters, to not be a good idea because of the whole dinosaurs killing people thing. Instead, it's just a bunch of normal people killing people situations.
They're moving in herds. They do move in herds.
I guess it was in fact humans who were the real monsters all along. A 27-year-old woman in Florida was attacked by a 10-foot alligator while trimming some grass by the edge of a lake near a country club. A Florida incident commonly known as Tuesday. A few days later, after this incident, a 61-year-old man was surprised to find an alligator had clamped onto his leg while he had been walking his dog. The man walking his dog, not the alligator. Despite the unfortunate circumstance in which he happened to find himself, this, I'm willing to bet, golf aficionado responded by sticking his finger directly into the eye of the alligator, at which point the alligator likely thought this food hurts and let him go. The man received 62 stitches, and his dog, while unhurt, has lost almost all of his street cred among the other canines of the retirement home. These kinds of stories that continually come from Florida give the people of Florida a somewhat bad name. However, they do support the possible existence of a superhero known only as Florida Man. Considering that they live next door to literal immortal dinosaurs and Alabama, I've kind of started to understand why the legend of Florida Man is closely approaching that of Australia Man levels. A star of the hit reality TV show Flip or Flop, where a house is bought typically after foreclosure, renovated, and then resold, has split from her second husband after 2 years of marriage. Guess she felt her marriage was a flop, and then she decided to flip. Yeah, I don't like that joke. In case you haven't noticed, malls are closing all over the United States. They were already struggling from the huge mammoth that is Amazon, then COVID happened and malls started going faster than cinnamon rolls at a Cinnabon. With these closures, many buildings that previously housed these sprawling traps for teenagers and their parents' credit cards have become completely empty, leaving an opening for a few different businesses to fill. There are plans for these empty spaces to be filled with a myriad of things, from doctor's offices and recreation areas to Amazon storage facilities and even possibly schools. I, for one, am glad to no longer have to walk through mall corridors while having random people offer me hair treatments, worm on strings, flying drones, knockoff cell phone cases, vape pens, poorly made hats and t-shirts, and eyebrow threading. And our last story for the night. Apparently the United States has a super pig problem. Domestic and feral breeds have crossbred, creating a type of pig that is highly intelligent with tough, heavy fur, along with being extremely fertile. This has created a multi-billion-dollar problem that currently is being dealt with by using anything from rifles and helicopters to night vision goggles and dynamite. I personally would like to thank these heroes for everything they do to combat the threat posed by my mother-in-law. They'll get that this is a joke. I promise this is a joke. But I won't lie, but when I first read the headline that included Super Pig, I was really hoping that someone had finally figured out how to make them fly. Thank you so much for watching, whether over Roku or YouTube. If you enjoyed this week's episode, please let me know. If you've seen a news story that you think that I'd be interested in, by all means tell me in the comments. I'll do some research, and you might see it on the next episode. Feel free to share and subscribe for more. Thanks again, and good night.